By now, you've probably tried out Nintendo's latest entry into the mobile gaming category, Mario Kart Tour, and hopefully by now you've realized how gross it is. Since it's a Nintendo game, people are already lining up to defend it despite the horrible issues that it has. But before we get into all of the negatives, let's talk about the positives a little bit, shall we? Graphically, the game looks really good and is probably the biggest strength of the game. It gives you the Mario Kart feel and in my opinion is comparable to Mario Kart 8. However, looks can be deceiving and that is the case with Mario Kart Tour because that's about where the positives of the game stop. Now, I've seen a lot of hate for the controls of the game, but personally I think they're not as bad as some people are making them out to be, but they're by no means good either, and here's why. There is no option to play the game horizontally, which I think would be a huge boost for the game. Having to play in the vertical mode just has an awkward feel about it, and it definitely holds back the experience. At the very least, the option should be there for people who wanted to try horizontal. And overall, no matter what settings you put, they just feel a bit clunky and definitely need some refining. Now, people all over the net are probably out there saying, just get good at the controls and you'll be fine. But that logic has always been stupid. You can get good at driving your car using your teeth, but that doesn't make it a good idea. Who knew that people can be good at bad things? Now, if you're like me, you hate pay to win. And if you're like me, then you're going to instantly hate this game. Because man, the pay to win is flaunted all throughout it. So let's break it down. One of the ways Mario Kart Tour differentiates itself is that depending on what stage you are on, certain characters will have advantages on those stages. Those advantages being access to more items per item box. Now, if you've played Mario Kart at all in any version of the game, you know how huge items are in this game and how much of an advantage they can bring. It's one of the main aspects in the entire franchise. So let's look at Dino Jungle. On this stage, as you can see, DK or Dry Bones Bowser users will get 3, that's right, 3 items per item box. Shy Guy and Yoshi will get 2 each, and the rest of the cast is just cucked. This gives those upper characters a huge advantage to win the race here. And keep in mind this changes for each different course. So while you may need DK here, on another course you'll need another character to give you the best chance of winning the game. Basically, it boils down to whoever has the largest cast of racers will always have the highest odds of winning because they will have access to the most items on every single course. Well, since you know now that having more racers will boost your chances in the game, I'm sure you'll want to know how you can unlock more racers. Well, there is of course a shop where you can buy racers outright using coins that you earn from racing. However, since this is a gacha game, I'm sure you've realized by now this won't be the most efficient way of getting racers unlocked. So as I said, you collect coins after each race. However, you can only collect a maximum of 30 coins per race, and more often than not, you won't be gaining the maximum each time. Now, with just a quick browse of the shop, you'll see that something like Baby Mario goes in the shop for about 800 coins. Now, if everything went well and you got 30 coins for every match, you'd be able to buy that Baby Mario after 27 races. Not too bad, right? Except when you realize that you're rarely going to hit that maximum coin value, and in some cases, you can earn as low as 3 coins per match. 3. So in order to unlock these characters using coins, it's going to take major grinding sessions. You are going to be driving for hours. Heck, I could probably 100% a game like Persona 5 twice, and you'd still be trying to unlock all the characters using coins only. Especially when you factor in that not only are you going to be using your coins for racers, but for carts and gliders as well, which all affect your stats. And on top of that, keep in mind that what's in this store is completely random and it rotates. So it's not like you just have what you want on demand. You will have to wait until it shows up in the shop if you have something in particular that you want to buy. So how does Nintendo want you to get racers? By gambling, of course, with their gacha mechanic, the pipe. You dump some money on rupees and you throw the rupees into the system, and the pipe spits you out racers, carts, or gliders at random. Now there are going to be people out there that defend these prices and say, they're not as bad as other gacha games. But who cares? The system here is clearly designed to be pay to win and take advantage of people, as most gacha games do. But something like Mario Kart, which has a huge demographic for kids in particular, kinda takes it to an even worse level. You could spend $70 on a bunch of pulls for Mario Kart Tour, or you could actually just go out and buy freaking Mario Kart 8 for Switch, which is a vastly superior game than this gacha trash. Now Nintendo actually released their drop rates for the items from the pipe, and they are, as you would expect, disgusting. With the top tier stuff having as low as a 1% drop rate, and then the even higher end stuff like Peachette or Dry Bowser having drop rates as low as 0.3%. Yes, 0.3%. Good luck getting your pipe to spit out one of those babies. Now it's fair to say that this isn't too far out of line with typical gacha rates, but that shouldn't excuse the horrible predatory concept that gacha itself is. Just because it's not worse than the competition doesn't mean they should be complimented. Nobody congratulates you for getting a D on your report card instead of an F. So Nintendo shouldn't get a pass here either. Now if that all wasn't enough, Nintendo have also thrown in a gold pass because hey, every game now has to have its own battle pass. So in this pass, you're able to earn typical rewards like you'd see in other passes. However, what Nintendo's idiotic brain decided to do was lock the freaking 200cc mode behind this pass. That's right. The hardcore mode for Mario Kart players, the one that serious Mario Kart players play, is locked behind a $4.99 paywall per month. This is not even a one-time transaction. Per month, you will have to pay $5 just in order to play 200cc mode. Nintendo has absolutely lost their minds with this. You cannot lock a popular mode behind a paywall monthly. If you for some reason actually liked this game and wanted to play it long term, but you wanted that 200cc mode, you're gonna be paying $60 a year just to have access to that for a mobile game. That is wild. And if at any point you stop paying that fee, bye bye to your favorite mode. It's insanity. All this purchasing and paywalling for a game that at this point doesn't even have multiplayer. That's right, as it stands, this is a single player game. Don't be fooled by the creative usernames of the racers in the games you play. You are playing completely single player content. Multiplayer has its own tab that just says inbound. One of Mario Kart's biggest draws is multiplayer, so the fact that this game released without it in itself is just embarrassing. And who knows how long you're going to be waiting for it either. There's no date confirmed, and I don't expect one to be at any point soon either, since people are already gobbling this gacha game up and spending, which is all Nintendo cares about clearly for this game. And honestly, I'm expecting when the multiplayer mode does finally release, it's going to be gated by a pay-to-play system where you will get a certain amount of free multiplayer race tickets each day, and then you'll have to pay to unlock more tickets, be it using coins or using rupees. They are going to milk people dry here as much as they can with this game, and that to me has been incredibly evident just in the opening days of the game. This is without even getting into all the extras they can continue to add. More racers, more carts, more gliders, and even more courses as well for players to sink their rupees into. At the end of the day, if you enjoy gacha games, you'll probably enjoy Mario Kart Tour. To me, they are somewhat of an addiction. People love the risk and adrenaline from opening loot boxes, and the same thing applies here with the pipe. And if you enjoy the game, heck, go ahead and play it. Whether you're strictly playing as a free-to-play player or you're fully embracing the gacha overlords, at the end of the day, fun is the goal. However, I can have no fun in a game with mediocre controls that supports a full pay-to-win system and paywalls arguably the funnest mode behind an insane monthly fee. This game was made with, in my opinion, no passion, no soul, and with the main objective of grabbing as much of your cash as it can, and that's not the Nintendo I grew up with and love to play, and it's not the Nintendo I'm going to support. Do better, Nintendo. But guys, that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts down below on Mario Kart Tour and your experiences you've had playing it. As always, if you want to keep up with future content, make sure to subscribe with notifications on. My social media links are down below, so check those out if you have some time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.